Hello, so tonight I'm going to be making one of March's soaps. I have all my oils melted and mixed with the lye water solution, and we are ready to go. I have my organic cocoa powder mixed with a little olive oil and my infusion of indigo. I better put on a napkin to be safe. So first off, the essential oil is going to be spearmint, and the soap for tonight is for Peterrabbit and Beatrix Potter. Beatrix Potter was another amazing writer of the Victorian era, and not only was she a writer, but she illustrated all of her own stories, which is just extra amazing and special, because when you're a children's book author and you can actually show the vision that you see in your head yourself, that just is extra incredible to me. Some of my favorite children's book authors always were illustrators as well. I talk about that in my Halloween video for Patricia Coombs, who does the Dory Witch books. So that made it nice and loosened up, thank goodness, because my batter is already hot, which is good. I am still working in the winter, and I am trying to keep things as warm as possible. So I'm going to split off just a little bit for the ground. There's going to be less ground than sky. So I'm going to do a little bit less than half. And so the reason that I'm doing spearmint was I was doing some research on rabbits and what they like to eat that would make a good scent in soap. Of course, you know, carrots, but carrots don't have a good enough smell. There's carrot oil, but it really doesn't have enough like scent to it to do anything with. So I was looking up other herbs that they like, and what was funny to me was that they love anything from the mint family. They like cilantro and they like basil. But basil I use in my farmer's market soap, which will be coming up again in a couple of months. So I didn't want to use that. And cilantro, as much as they like it, it's actually bad for them in big quantities. So then I went back to the idea of mints, and how refreshing mints are in soap, how nice they smell in general, and how much I imagine a bunny would probably really enjoy eating them. In spearmint essential oil, it smells, I think, it smells more like the actual plant. If you've ever smelled the actual plant growing, it smells slightly different, of course, than all the candies and gum and artificially flavored things that spearmint is what you think of. The actual plant is very nice and almost flowery, like has the flowerish, herbaceous smell to it, which I think comes through in the essential oil too. So we got that poured for the ground of the garden. And next we'll move on to the sky. So let's slide this back. Again, I apologize. I still don't have a proper setup. I have to get a new tripod. I'm trying to just tape it for now. So I've got my indigo infusion, and I want a lighter sky. So I'm going to start small. Try to tilt this so you can see the beautiful color it makes when you stir it in. All the beautiful galaxy-like swirls of it. Indigo is such an amazing, magical plant. So I think that looks pretty good once I can get the rest of this uncolored and the spout flipped up here. Looks good. Okay. If you look. My ground is still really, really liquidy, of course, so I may have to wait here for just a minute. Okay, so I have some cocoa powder here. I'm going to take a brush and hope this works okay. I really need to get one of those tea strainers that other people have. It'll work good for this. Just want a light dusting on top to make it look like dirt. And I thought since it's a Easter time soap, kind of appropriate that I'm using cocoa powder to color it with. Okay, so that's pretty good. Again, I messed up my marks, so I can't see those. Okay. So the surprise will be in the morning to show you the little soap dough Peter rabbits that I've worked on. But in the meantime, each one is going to have a carrot on top. And they're in 2 pieces because it's too hard to keep them attached. So I'm going to put them on separately. And so this is the next morning. Look how cute. I love the cocoa powder top. I did really well. I wish I had thought of this for February, is to put it by my heater. We have these old-fashioned steam heaters in this house, and I just put it on a ladder, little step ladder right next to it, all cozied up with a towel. Not too close to it, but just enough to keep it warm, and it made it gel, and it looks great. So that's what I'm gonna do from now on for the winter time. It was a brilliant solution. Okay, so this soap dough is incredibly soft, as you can see here. And it's just going to be perfect for putting on all of these little pieces. Look at here is my little Peter rabbit. I just molded my little rabbit and then wrapped a blue indigo around him for his little coat. So I'm going to put him down first. So after I shot this footage, I actually used a paintbrush for the rest of them, which turned out to be a lot better, a lot less messy, and a lot less tricky. But I still wanted to keep this in so you could see me putting the pieces on. Now, then I have these little lettuces, and those are going to go on this side. Kind of smear some on there. To look like they are growing in the ground. I'm going to show the picture at the end of this video of her illustration that I based this one on. It's probably her most famous Peter Rabbit illustration of when he gets into the garden and the euphoria of stealing all the vegetables before he feels sick, before he gets chased. And then I have another carrot, like what's on top, to put next to him. This is extra tricky because the soap dough was sticking to my gloves, but do the best I can here. Oh, I can't get it to flip. Alright, there. Press down with a clean finger. And then there's the little plant part of the carrot. Right there. This is what they look like. Oh, I'm so pleased. And then the dirt on the top with the cocoa powder, the carrot. So thank you so much for watching. These will all be part of March's shop update, and the links are down below. And then I will link a Beatrix Potter documentary in the description box as well, so you can find out about her. She was absolutely fascinating, very intelligent lady. In the future, there might be a whole month just for her, but until then, thank you so much for watching. Take care.